Michael, what did it feel like to get back in the win column tonight with that performance of yours?
The win felt great. Obviously, we've dropped a few in a row. So we've been emphasizing a lot this week to come together, play as a team. Don't worry about anything individually. Just keep playing for the next play, next play, next play. And I think that's what we did for the most part tonight, and it felt great to come out with a win.
Brad?
Talk a little bit about your first start, how it felt, and what went on out there.
I'm glad I was able to start. Thank Coach for that. Don't take it for granted, and I'm just keep coming in every day. You never know who's starting each game.
Rob?
Malcolm, did you happen to hear the reaction from the crowd when T-John went to the bench?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Honestly, I don't really hear the crowd when I play, so I'm sure it was loud. He played really well, and I know the crowd loved him, so we really
Yeah, I was too busy trying to find where Jock was when the crowd was making that noise, I guess. I don't know. I didn't notice that.
Peter?
T-John, what were your nerves like? There was that extended stretch right before tip-off where they were holding for TV. Did you have some butterflies going on during that stretch?
Not really. I was just make sure I'm focused. Remembering what the first play is and all that other stuff. I'm focused on that before nervous. It really wasn't nervous, just more ready. They was taking all day.
Malcolm, getting back to your covering Jock tonight, was that one of the more tiring performances you've had on defense?
Yeah, I'll say so. I mean, because he's really shifty and crafty with his body off the ball. And he's good with the ball, too. So, I mean, I just tried to stay attached to him as best as possible. And he has great screeners, too. I think they set pretty good screens. So I was just trying to find my way to move through the screens and then try to guard him when he had the ball, too, and the on ball. So, yeah.
Tijan, you've had to work your way through, to get a starting spot from guys like, Jalen and Tracy, veteran guys. Where do you think you've made the most strides as you've, throughout this season?
Every day, you just got to come in with the mindset of getting better. That's what I've been doing. I never know when I'm going to play. You just got to be able to come out and practice, play hard, and time has come. It's a process.
Malcolm, what does Tijan, I'm right over here, Malcolm. Right.
My bad.
What does Tijan provide for you guys, and how have you seen him grow recently?
He's a great playmaker. I think he makes great choices on the court. He has his fair share of turnovers every now and then, but I don't really care about that. I mean, he had the one late, but stuff happens. I mean, he's still a freshman. I think he's grown so much throughout the season. I mean, there was a point where he wasn't playing at all. He wasn't in the rotation. So for him to keep his head up, and then he, took advantage of the opportunity. Kind of like looking back at my freshman year, that's what it reminds me of, honestly. And, as long as he keeps working hard, he's great for our team.
Shannon?
Michael, and if you guys want to chime in, that's good. But can you just talk about the importance of the aggressive start and the difference that made?
The start's huge. To send a message from the beginning. I think we went up 10-0, I think, to start what it was. And, I mean, that's huge. Send a message right out the gates. And, just having that momentum. I mean, we've been on the other side a fair share of times this year, and it's not good. It's hard to come back when you dig a hole for yourself. So it was great for us, and I thought we really kept it going from the start.
Michael, over here. Left.
Guys, obviously you probably celebrate the win tonight for a little bit, then get back to work tomorrow. What do you take from this game to help you on the road? Obviously, it's been a struggle to take on the road to try to play better on the road this weekend.
Take that. All right. I think we have to do a better job of closing games. We let them crawl back into it a little bit. Gave them a little hope, gave them a little life. I think we kind of, lost our presence on defense a little bit when we were up big. But the biggest thing, like you said, we can learn from it with the win. We're learning with the win. So I think the biggest thing is just getting ready, learn from this and get ready for Penn State because they're a really good basketball team and they have great youth, So just get ready for them and get ready to play on the road.
Brad, right
Michael, you're shooting the ball extremely well in Big Ten play, almost 60% from three. I think it's over the last 5 games. You're like 73% from the field overall. What has been the change? Obviously, it's not the Big Ten defense getting weaker. So what's been the change for you that you attribute that to?
Just confidence in reps. There's been things throughout the season where I could have tweaked a little bit, maybe fading on my shot a couple times, maybe not getting the ball up as much, but I really try not to think about that as much. Just keep shooting it. I always say shoot or shoot, and that's what you got to keep doing. Whether you're making or missing, you can't think about the last one. Just keep it going, and right now it seems to be going in for me. So.
Michael, does it seem like or feel like the offense just flows, better with T-John kind of running the point? Because that's what it looks like, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I think all our point guards bring a lot to the table. When T-John's out there, he's obviously he's looking for others to create and get others involved in the offense, and I think all of our point guards do a great job with that. But it's fun playing with T-John, and really looking forward to playing with him the next few years.
Any last questions for the players? One more with Scott.
And Malcolm, you talked about how much that Finke can do on the court. Just to see a game like this where he had some more opportunities and still took advantage of them. Is that kind of just what you expect?
Well, yeah, I mean, every shot he shoots, I expect to go in. The same with all of our guys. And as long as he, keep his confidence high, I mean, it's a blessing to have a big man that can shoot the ball and spread the court. So as long as he keeps it up, and I think he's been doing other things well too. I think his defenses have been improving. He's getting better. Rebounding the ball. So, it's more to this. It's more than just shooting with him. He's getting better, and I think that's going to be the highlight because he's shooting about 80% from three. But I think he's been getting overall better. He's been getting better as a player all around.
I'll keep it quick because I know it's late. You guys got crazy deadlines out there, and then you can ask questions. Obviously, overall, I thought we played really well in the first half, both ends of the floor. Second half, we didn't rebound it real well. Give them credit. I thought they were really aggressive on the backboard. The thing I liked was the fact that we didn't shoot the ball as well in the second half and still defended. I've been on them about mental toughness and defending for a full 40 minutes, and I thought that was as close as, maybe that we have. I thought we had exceptional energy and effort, contributions from a lot of different guys. I think that, it probably won't be written that way, but I thought that was one of Hill's best performances he's had in his entire career at the University of Illinois. His efficiency on the offensive end, his 3 assists, his 2 steals, his 6 rebounds, and the amount of energy and effort he exerted on the defensive end guarding Peter Jock, I thought was tremendous. I thought he really, really gave a lot of energy there. And obviously had great help from his teammates in defending him. Kipper did a good job on him as well. In the 32 minutes that Jock played, those 2 guys defended him quite a bit. And it takes a lot of energy to do that because he's such a terrific scorer. And he's a different type of scorer because he's constantly moving. And so I thought those guys did some good things. Thought we 18 assists, 26 field goals. Obviously the ball moved, had a good rhythm there, had some synergy. But, at the end of the day, it's one game, and we've got 2 days to prepare for another one on Saturday. Questions?
Right here in the middle.
John, obviously, you needed a better start than you've had. You go with T-John Lucas. How'd you come to that decision, and is that something you want to keep doing?
Yeah, moving forward. I kind of had it in my gut. I have my weekly meeting. Trace and I meet with all the guys as well, but he and I met on Thursday. We talked about it. Obviously, what we could do to try to help our team, as well as try to get him jump-started a little bit. And, something like that doesn't happen unless your leader, like he is, has a mindset like that. Tonight he made a bonehead play and said, you should take me out for that. Let me get, he's really caught up in the team. I mean, he really is. So he and I talked a lot about it. The goal was to, the one thing I said, I know he'd had some foul trouble to start games. And I said, the good thing is you won't have fouls when you go in. So that'll be a good thing. We won't have to worry about that. And, keep it simple and see if we can get you jump-started a little bit. And if he plays better, our team will play better. And at the same time, I thought the rhythm that we have been playing with Lucas, not only Lucas, but also with Tate at that position, have been good. And so we had talked on Thursday and kind of knew we were going to move, move in that direction. And obviously tonight I thought those guys did a good job. But, again, it's one game, and they got to continue to practice well and build off of today and do it again on Saturday.
Tijan obviously he keeps improving, with experience and getting the practice time and things. What areas do you think he's made the most strides in?
Defensively. Yeah, defensively, it's not even close. I mean, I think he's gotten to where he's. And I don't say this about freshmen very often, but he's good defensively right now when he's really locked in, not only on the ball, but his positioning and IQ off the ball and what he sees. And, defensively is probably the biggest thing from where he started on October the 3rd.
Scott?
I think he had been good in smaller doses the last few games. Was this maybe he needed to see more opportunities and see if he could keep that up? Or?
Yeah, I think he just kind of, Michael, I said this downstairs, he's just playing the game the right way. He just got a pure heart right now, pure mind, loves his teammates, claps for other guys and gets excited when they do well and just plays it the right way. If he's open, he shoots. If he doesn't, he passes and goes to the offensive glass darn near about every time, and he's going to compete and he's going to play for Illinois, and he's playing right now with a very pure heart and pure mind. And when you do that, you tend to play really, really well. So he's played well for some time now, and hopefully he will continue.
I mean, to get off to a 10-0 run to start the game, any thought to keeping that group out there and seeing if what they could do with that? Or
Oh, sure. We'll take a look at it and continue to evaluate. I like what I saw today, and we got a couple days of practice leading into Saturday, and we'll look at all those things, not only statistically from plus minus to offensive and defensive efficiency within certain groups and all that, and take a look at it and see if we need to make any changes or if we go the same route, and whatever we need to do to continue to make our team better.
To your left, Coach.
Coach, no two games obviously are ever the same. Every game is different. What are you seeing from the way your team plays on the road to at home? Because even though the loss at Maryland still played better at home than you have been on the road, clearly. But what are you seeing differently from the road versus home from your team?
Well, we played better today. That's a big part of it. They've been a little bit different. We've talked about that. You had 17 turnovers the other day, led to 22 points. I mean, you're probably not going to overcome that most nights. I think each game's been a little bit different. We've got to, go out with the same mindset and same energy level that we had today on Saturday. Regardless of got to be unconditional, regardless of where the game's at. So that's a step that we need to take, and we'll be excited for the opportunity we have on Saturday.
Shannon?
How important was that start to the game?
I thought it was huge. I think start and finishes are always important, Shannon, not only to the game but also to halves. I thought it was good. Got us off to a good rhythm, good energy level. But I told them downstairs that you guys played like you practiced yesterday in particular. I thought we had maybe one of our best practices of the year. It doesn't correlate all the time, but a lot of times it does. We just had a good disposition yesterday. We were loud. We had great energy. We were, really connected. We kept talking about that in timeouts, continuing to stay connected regardless of whether we airball a dunk, which was interesting. Miss a couple layups, blow a couple defensive assignments. We did that. Believe me, we got to get a lot better in some areas, but I thought we played through those things, Shannon, with a little bit more mental toughness and a little bit more, connectedness there, which was, obviously headed in the right direction there. Sure.
Just with that being said, and just 10 regular season Big Ten games left, does that encourage you? Is this something you can harness? I know it's hard to say off.
Yeah, sure, hope so. But every game's different. The gentleman said that earlier. It is. You got to prepare and get ready for Saturday. Every game's different. They're all different. And just because we did certain things well today, if we got to have the right mindset the next couple days, a great will to prepare, to win and then be ready to go on Saturday.